It's the Gatemen postgame show after a monumental Game 1 victory for the Wareham Gatemen here at Gov Fuller Field in Falmouth. 10-5 the final score on two monster shots, one from Jake Anchia and one from Joe Durpich.
Well, where did this come from? I mean, Joe Durpich brings in being the career leader in any CCBL home runs. He brought that right to the Cape League and right to the Cape League playoffs. Out to right center field, just smashed one, absolutely. Jake Anchia, a 3-run bomb of his own, and had some help from the walls here at the Gov, and plainly 10 runs on 13 hits for the Gatemen. It was an incredible offensive day. You get your second win of the summer against the Falmouth Commodores. You snap a 3-game losing streak dating back to the regular season on this kind of fashion. Incredible. It was a lot of fun to watch.
What does it say about the Gatemen that Robbie Metz and the top of the order, they don't have that good of a day? Stephen Kwan goes 0-4 on the day. Robbie Metz goes 0-4, and they still are able to score 10 runs on 13 hits. What does that say about this lineup after it kind of seemed like that wasn't possible a few days ago?
Yeah, it's just a versatile lineup. We've talked about it, throughout the season, that multiple guys can hit in multiple different scenarios. We've seen Robbie Metz hit leadoff, second, 7th, 8th, 9th. We've seen Duran be the cleanup hitter in situations. We've seen Casper be the 3 hitter. Now he's moved down to 6 tonight. So just a bunch of different situations you can put your guys in because they're all very versatile, and they all did a great job tonight mixing it up and really showing it to James MacArthur, the Falmouth starter, who shut them down the first time. 5 innings of 1 hit, 1 run baseball, So he struggled today against these guys, against the Wareham Gatemen, and the lineup produced. That's all you can ask for. But it does not stop here, gentlemen. That's just game 1. You have a game 2 tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, 1 win in this series means absolutely nothing. 2 is what means something, and that gets you to the next round. Jake Anchia hit a monster shot, a moonshot. It was directly in the air and ended up going over that wall out there. He was our Gateman player of the game. He's with Claudia Chakamian.
Thank you, guys. I'm here with the Gateman player of the game, Jake Anchia. Jake, really good night for you at the plate. 4 RBIs, that 2-run home run. What was your thought when you were at the plate when you hit that out?
To be honest, I went up there sitting off speed, and I saw a fastball up in the zone and just reacted to it and ended up getting good wood on it.
Now, we knew going into this game that Falmouth would be a tough opponent. They really like to score those runs. They're a really good offensive team all the way up and down the lineup. So how did you guys take that approach and then be able to score that many runs against them?
We knew we needed a hit because they were going to hit, of course. So having that big second inning was huge for us. And then Aaron pitched his life out. He was throwing 3 pitches for strikes the whole game. So that was one thing that set us apart from their starter.
Now, how good does it feel getting this win, the first win of the playoffs? Now you guys are going home tomorrow night to try and get the sweep.
It's good. It puts a little boost on our shoulders knowing that we're going home tomorrow, and if not, we still have another game to beat them too. So that's very good for us.
Great. Thank you, Jake. Congrats on the game.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Claudia. Are you guys at all surprised by a 4 seed coming out here and scoring 10 runs, beating a 1 seed in the first game?
No, because if you look on my Twitter feed at CFedSYR, you would find that I discovered that since 2010, when the Cape League playoffs expanded to 8 teams, the 4 seed in the West has defeated the 1 seed in the West 5 out of 7 times. However, it hasn't happened since 2014. So if the Gatemen were able to finish off this series, it'd be a big moment, and it would just sort of continue a trend.
We briefly touched on Joe Durpich's home run in this game. What do he and Giovanni Dinkong add to this lineup late in the season in which the bats just weren't alive for the past week or so?
They bring energy and they bring power, obviously, with the home runs, but they bring the energy. They're coming in here. They think they should be playing in the CCBL from the start of the season, correct? So they come in here. They have a chip on their shoulder. They have something to prove that they can be the keys to the game to help these Gatemen players and help the whole organization move on from what was a tough ending to the season. They've come in here and done a fantastic job, and they're great chemistry guys. They're really good guys. We've talked to them before, so all in all, just really good guys.
Certainly a lot to watch for tomorrow's game. Claudia Chakamian caught up with our head coach, Don Sneddon.
Thank you, guys. I'm joined alongside Gateman head coach Don Sneddon. So, Coach, you kept telling me how today started a brand new season. Forget about what happened the last few games with the regular season, and it's a brand new day today. Are you happy with what they did with this new start, basically?
Well, obviously, yeah. When you can score 10 runs, that helps a lot, takes a little pressure off our pitchers. But we still had to use 4. So this whole series, this whole thing's going to be scoring a lot of runs and trying to keep the other team one less than that. So your bats better come alive, and they did tonight.
Now, Aaron Hernandez made his first start for you guys tonight. Gave up a few runs, but what did you see out of him that you liked and that you needed to see from him today?
Well, true grit. I mean, he just battled. He didn't give in. He could have given up some more runs than that, but he just buckled down and bared down and got us out of some jams. So that was a real gutty performance on his part.
Now, like you said, you just needed the offense to come alive, and they scored those 10 runs. The offense all the way down the lineup was almost really good. Stephen Kwan, I think, was the only one who didn't reach base. So is that the kind of production you want to see from up and down the entire lineup?
Well, yeah, you like that, or have, I don't care if two guys hit 4 home runs apiece, just as long as you get it. But you like that balance like that just so that you can score. I like that we scored in some innings. Even scoring in that last inning was a big thing, sort of took the wind out of their sails by getting that extra run.
Now, how much does this help you guys, your momentum going home tomorrow against this really good Falmouth team to maybe get the sweep tomorrow night?
Well, that's a tough thing to do. Our pitching hasn't been the greatest as of late, and we're hoping that we can find somebody can go out there and get that. But it's going to be tough. They're a great hitting team. So by no means are we counting on a victory tomorrow, the next day, or the next day, without a war going on. And I just told those guys tomorrow we better be able to come in and hit, because I'm predicting some higher scores during this series on this. There's not going to be a 1-0 ball game anywhere.
Thank you, Coach. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Claudia. Jake Anchia and the rest of the lineup certainly very impressive today, but holding the Falmouth Commodores to 5 runs is no easy feat for the Gatemen pitching staff.
No, they did a terrific job. You saw Aaron Hernandez go 5 strong innings, 3 earned runs, only walked 1 batter. Love his emotion. We saw it versus Orleans. We saw it again today. Didn't pitch at all in the spring due to academic reasons. He's obviously pumped to be here. He gets the start in a playoff game. I mean, there's nothing better than that, and he really delivered. Then Grant Wolfram comes in, does a nice job, and Brett Canine, your closer, comes in, and he closes the door at Gulf Fuller Field. So he did a great job. The power fastball was there, the curveball was there, and you can't really ask much more than that.
In a 1-hit, 2-strikeout inning for Barrett Lowski as well. He was really impressive. How important is Brett Canine to this pitching staff right now?
Well, he comes in for the last 2 innings, and he ends the ball game. He only gives up a runner in each inning, the 8th and the 9th that he pitched. And we talked about the Commodores and the Gatemen in their regular season series. It was the bullpen who struggled, not the starters. But tonight you give up 5 total runs. 3 were by Hernandez, the starter, through 5 innings. And then the bullpen, Canine, Lowski, and Wolfram only give up 2 more through 4 innings. So good for those guys. Good for the Gatemen breaking their demons against the Commodores. Getting this Game 1 victory should really help their confidence moving forward.
Oh, absolutely. And tomorrow, big game, if not bigger than today, back at Spillane Field. If you can't make it to Spillane, that's all right. We got you covered on the Gatemen Baseball Network. South Coast Health pregame at 6 p.m. First pitch action at 6:30 p.m. Jacob Tobey on the call from Spillane. See you next time here on the Gatemen Postgame Show.